Dallas Mavericks owner Mark Cuban, known for his on-court tantrums and the hundreds of thousands of dollars that follow in NBA fines, is now revealing his views on race.
I know I'm prejudiced. I know I'm bigoted in a lot of different ways. You know, and I've said this before, if I see a black kid in a hoodie at night on the other side of the street, bouncing, you know, I'm probably on the same side of the street, I'm probably going to walk to the other side of the street. If I see a white guy with a shaved head and lots of tattoos, I'm going back to the other side of the street, right? If I see anybody that looks threatening, you know, chances are there's part of me that takes into account race and gender and age.
The revelation in an interview with Inc. magazine created an immediate discussion on social media, trending on both Twitter and Facebook.
I think we're all bigots, right? And I don't think there's any question about that.
Cuban is one of the NBA owners who'll decide whether the racist remarks made by Clippers owner Donald Sterling is damaging enough to force him to sell his team. Sterling was heard in a recorded private phone conversation, discouraging his girlfriend from taking blacks to Clippers games.
I remember when...
And later, he told CNN's Anderson Cooper this.
Jews, when they get successful, they will help their people. And some of the African Americans, maybe I'll get in trouble again, they don't want to help anybody.
So no.
Early on, Cuban condemned Sterling's comments as abhorrent and obviously racist, but warned banning Sterling could lead down a dangerous path.
I think it's a slippery slope when you start trying to remove people from the NBA or any organization based off of their private thoughts that they have at home.
Cuban is calling for more tolerance.
In this day and age, this country has really come a long way, putting any type of bigotry behind us, regardless of who it's towards, whether it's, you know, the LGBT community, whether it's xenophobia, you know, fear of people from other countries. We've come a long way, and with that progress comes a price, where we're a lot more vigilant in and we're a lot less tolerant of different views.
Could Cuban become Sterling's saving grace? While Cuban won't say whether he'll vote Sterling out of the league, he does advocate giving people second chances.
I try to always catch my prejudices and recognize and be very self-aware that, you know, my stream of thought is never perfect, and I've got to be careful. And, you know, to me, that's part of growing up, and that's part of, you know, it's what I try to instill in my kids.
And this just in, we are hearing from Mark Cuban. He is responding to a lot of the criticism. He is tweeting out, and this is what we just got. In hindsight, he says, I should have used different examples. I didn't consider the Trayvon Martin family, and I apologize to them for that. He goes on saying, beyond apologizing to the Martin family, I stand by the words and substance of the interview. And Wolf, I have to say, you know, we all know Trayvon Martin, who was killed, you know, young black guy just walking home from the store wearing a hoodie. And the one thing that was so disturbing about his interview was the fact that, I mean, have we learned anything really from Trayvon Martin, that he brought up that stereotype? This is a guy who's traveled the world, who was able to retire at 29 years old. He's had a lot of exposure around the globe to different people. To bring up that black male stereotype, it just seemed like it did not make any sense. It was intolerable, that level of ignorance. That is what he's addressing firsthand.